Hey, Derby fans! Who's ready for the last third of the first day of Roller Rage 2025? I said, who's ready? Apparently nobody is. Thank you. I appreciate it. The Jawbreakers are ready. All right.
I would hope the skaters are.
Yes, we are back from our final break of the day. We are ready for the last 3 bouts of today. Tomorrow, 9 bouts and then 4 bouts to decide all of the championship places on Sunday. I am Clofton P. Grudge. I'll be with you this bout and the last bout of the evening. And
I am Nightmare. Hello.
There we are. There we go. Turn that around because I got the video fixed right. I'm good at that job. I did it, Sandy. Meanwhile, safety checks are going on right now. We will introduce you to these 2 teams, Jawbreakers, who you saw earlier, and Colorado Bank Derby, CBD, making their first appearance in the tournament here this afternoon. Let me get the roster. I will... What time have we got? Yeah, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, these teams, really quick. I'll do CBD because it's over here. Skating for CBD in this bout, number 7, Hannah Smash Tana. Number 10, Batass. Number 14, Dr. Cyanide. Number 16, Southern Discomfort. Number 18, Mel Malice. Number 24, Dewey Blocks. Number 33, Sam Antics. Number 34, Grimace. Number 69, Star Nicole. Number 80, Breezy. Number 81, Crypto. Number 86, Wrecking Bill. Number 90, Wee Bonnie Bruiser. Number 388, Queen of Hurts. Number 626, Lilo and Stitches. We've got 3 skaters named Stitches skating in the tournament. And number 925, Evil Twin. That is CBD.
For the Jawbreakers, we have number 0, Like a Boss. Number 1, Killer Light. Number 10, Chico Suave. 13, Rat. Number 22, It's a Trap. 36, All Bucked Up. 67, Randy Reckless. 72, Hell's Kitten. 90, Manny Petty. 92, Ricky Ricochet. Number 113, Short Stack. 540, Surf Blades. 669, Beater Juice. 816, Kansas City. 099, Twisted Sybil. And 4590, Bad Habit Barbie. And that is your Jawbreakers for today. All right, that's the first whistle of the game. And we're ready to go.
We are indeed ready to go. Your first jammer for Jawbreakers. That's number 90. That's Manny Petty. And however, your first jammer for Colorado Bank Derby is Evil Twin, number 925. And Evil Twin is your lead jammer.
The Jawbreakers jammer is out, coming around, while Twin is coming up for some points.
Evil Twin down to the inside and weaves her way around that last blocker and calls it off.
That's very smooth.
We are super excited. We've got some of these shout-outs coming in that we have been touting, and we'll get those read off to you here as this bout is getting underway, as well as get you the officials and medics. Very excited, though. Don't forget, if you're on the Twitch stream or here in the arena, you can do this on your phone. Donation of between $3 and $10 on the ticketing site at ArizonaDerbyDames.com. You can get your shout-out read on the broadcast like these will be shortly, and we will happily do so over the broadcast here at the arena and on Twitch. That was a 4-point jam for CBD. This is going to be Like a Boss for the Jawbreakers.
And number 81. Maybe. Crypto for CBD.
81.
Crypto is out and coming around. Like a Boss is still in the back of the pack.
Like a Boss now to the high side, finds an opening, gets by along the rail and gets out.
Crypto's going to get the points and call it.
So that should even things up here in the early going. Let's go ahead and get you the officials and medics for this bout. So let me get my changes here, because as we get this late into the day, you know people have to change out. So your head referee for bout number 7 is Bender B. Rodriguez. Your front pack ref is Meryl Streak. Your back pack ref is Dolly de los Muertos. Your jam refs are McWinkle and Gigi. Your OPRs are Debris and Bell Bruising. Your GE, your game executioner, is Chase and Voorhees. We've got on penalty tracker, Tiger Bomb and Jacks to win. On penalty box, Scully Glossbones and Infidel Castro. We have on whiteboard, Abby Arsenic. Your eyes are Arson and Princess Sleia. Scoreboard right next to me, Psycho Sis. Your runner is Lumbre de la Luna. And the alternate is Rosie the Ripper. Your medics for this and the next two bouts, we'll bring them to you each time. Your volunteer medics helping us stay legal are Nacho Mama and James.
All right, for the Jawbreakers, we have number 90 up again. Manny Petty, and I'm not quite sure.
We will get that, Colorado.
Yeah, but the CBD Jammer is out.
CBD Jammer is going to be 14, and that is going to be Dr. Cyanide. It always takes a second when you have a new announcer and also a new team. There's a lot of checking of the roster until you figure out who's who at a tournament, right? There is Dr. Cyanide, now mid-pack. Manny Petty knocked down by a blocker. There's collecting skaters there like a NASCAR race in the turn. Finishing off that scoring pass is Dr. Cyanide.
Manny Petty still fighting, trying to get through.
Good block there right at the head of the straightaway by the CBD blocker. And number 7, I'm going to give them some love, Hannah Smashtana. Excellent block there to keep the Jawbreakers Jammer in the pack. That's going to be a 10-point jam for CBD, 2 full scoring passes.
Both jammers are lined up right at the front of the jammer line, which is not something you see all the time in bank track.
Taking a look, and it looks like we got a full pack. Do I see anybody?
No.
We got one blocker for CBD. Okay,
okay.
So one blocker for CBD in the penalty box.
Any late calls? Nope.
Underway we go. There we go. Your jammer for Jawbreakers, number 92, Ricky Ricochet.
And 18 for CBD, Mel Malice.
And Mel Malice is going to get out once again for CBD. Ricky Ricochet with a full head of steam is going to outrun that last blocker. Just get around the outstretched shoulder of that final blocker for CBD. That was Dewey Blocks.
It looks like the Jawbreakers are trying to get to the front. Oh!
And the jammer gets knocked off for CBD, furiously racing back up onto the track to call it off.
If you are new to the bank track rule set, you cannot call the jam off if you are in the infield. If you had fallen on the track and no part of your body or skates touched the infield, then you can call it off while you're down on the track, but not from the infield.
Looks like otherwise. I was going to say, it was very, very good eye for her to jump back up on the right place in the track at speed and not get a cut track penalty,
yes,
too.
For sure.
Good eye on that. That's number 81 for CBD, out once again, lead jammer. That's Crypto. And Crypto is going to spin through the pack and outrun that final blocker to finish off that scoring pass. Oh, big block down there in the middle of the pack. I think that was Twisted Sybil down in the middle of the pack with a great block. And Mary's looking for number 22. It's a trap to also. 22 is your jammer for the Jawbreakers and gets out. That's It's a Trap. CBD jammer calls it off. Taking a look.
We got Like a Boss for the Jawbreakers and Semantics for CBD.
So Like a Boss is going to kind of bounce back and forth. Semantics is now racing around the outside, and there he goes. There goes Sam. Sam's one of our announcers here as well, so that's been fun. Got to know Sam. Sam is your lead jammer. Like a Boss right behind.
I love the pink shorts.
Yes, both. I like the pink shorts, and then Like a Boss shorts game on point right in this jam. Am I
Oh,
right?
for
Look
sure.
at those things.
Oh.
Oh, look out.
It looks like we might have points for both sides.
Yeah,
I'm going to
very
let the rest
possible.
call that, but
Yeah, you had to look out there. It was barreling in with a full head of steam, and it ends up being a penalty assessed to
ooh.
the jammer for CBD. So we've got a Jawbreakers Power Jam when we get back from this timeout. Fantastic. I just got a reminder over my shoulder to read those shout-outs, so we're now going to get to some now that we have had a break in the action. My goodness. All right, so let's get you some of these shout-outs, and then we'll get you some of those sponsor reads as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. You want to read these? I'll read this one here. Your first one is from Dana Bannon. Dana's bought a couple of them. So we'll read Dana's first one here. The first one from Dana Bannon says, "We are so excited to watch you, Rubinator, on the role models. You're going to do great. We love you, Mom and Dad, all the way from Pittsburgh." Nice. Watching us on Twitch all the way in Pittsburgh. That's the first one from Dana. So you want to read this next one? Next one from Dana Bannon here. Yeah, the second one down, yep.
All right, also from Dana Bannon, we love you, Sirius and Rubinator, from your Pittsburgh Derby Brats family.
And then Dana once again chimes in and says, "Go kick some butt, Rubinator. Love, your sisters." So everybody's chiming
Aww.
in. Look at that. I love it. They all came in under Dana's name. Apparently it's the buyer. And I'm going to read this one from the bottom just because it's very funny. It came in with this person's Clark Kent name, but I'm going to say the buyer's name is HateBit number 256. Referee with AZRD, and it says, "Go team officials." We have a shout out for the officials here from HateBit, an official herself. So we have a couple more to read. We'll get those on the next break and get you some sponsor love. This is indeed still a power jam for the Jawbreakers. So that's going to be Surf Blades. Hey, hand up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, a power jam for the Jawbreakers right now could be very game-changing.
Yeah, they are looking to get on the board, and we'll look to do it here. That pack is robust, though. Still 4 blockers for CBD to contend with.
Oh, taking some hard hits, some shoulder hits. And CBD is all lined up in the front, kind of keeping the pack. Not super fast, but fast enough that it's hard.
Now we get the pivots going to come up and try to provide a little turbulence in the middle of that defensive wall for CBD.
It looks like aside from the CBD jammer, we have full packs on both sides, which is extra hard for a power jam. Although, guys, I got to admit, I love defense. I'm loving this defense. It's very good.
Yep, the CBD
great
defense.
Walls, the reforming. Yep. All right, there goes the jammer with about 3 seconds left on the jam.
Yep, the defense up to the task, and as Al Annihilator loves to say, let's get a round of applause for defense out of the crowd, yeah?
Yeah.
That is always worth a cheer when the defense on the power jam is able to keep it to a 0.
Shout out to the Jawbreakers, though, absolutely, continuing to push the whole time.
So we are a little more than halfway through the first half, and this jam is going to be It's a Trap for the Jawbreakers.
And number 14.
Dr. Cyanide once
Dr.
again.
Cyanide
Pretty regular
for
rotation
CBD.
of jammers for both sides. And there we are, underway. It's a Trap. Up to the front first. Fighting through, and It's a Trap is out and clear.
Yay! All right, Dr. Cyanide is coming up, though. It's a Trap has time to get some points and call it before Dr. Cyanide catches up for sure. But it has to be real quick. Oh. There's going to be points for both sides.
There will indeed be. Trying to get as many as they could before calling it off, weaving their way through the pack there, it would appear.
We got a little handshake out there. I love jammer solidarity.
All right, that was 4 points for CBD, and Jawbreakers have 3 points up on the board as well. Jawbreakers did get those points on the, CBD got the points on the back end, but a full scoring pass for the Jawbreakers.
Oh, the hat comes off.
Yeah, we've got around the out. There goes Manny Petty, number 90 for the Jawbreakers. Jawbreakers again lead jam.
CBD. The jammer had taken the star off. I'm not sure if it was passed or not.
Well, the pivot lost their lid.
Yeah.
So I would say no. The star is up here still with number 18, your jammer for CBD. That is Mel Malice. But yeah, honestly, the pivot. I don't know if the pivot maybe tried to put it on and lost both of them. Who the heck knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Can't see that far.
Ooh.
And meanwhile, there was pinned at the back of the pack. It kind of, wow, that really just caught me by surprise too. But we had a lead change.
Oh yeah, they were calling it for a while sure.
Yeah, Manny Petty was still hung up at the back of the pack. And
what?
We'll check it out. Manny Petty's going to get 2 points on the board. So that ends up being 2 points for both sides, 36-5 here with about 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. There we are.
We got Like a Boss once again up on the jammer line for Jawbreakers and Crypto for CBD. Like a Boss is out, so is Crypto, but there's about half a track in between.
Crypto just delivered one heck of a shoulder into one of the blockers for the Jawbreakers and cleared a path for himself. Meanwhile, there is Like a Boss, like you mentioned, again, out and clear with the lead jam for the Jawbreakers, calls it off.
Like a Boss took that hit and clung to the low. That was awesome.
All right, looks like we got it all sorted. Staying off the mic there, we got the scoreboard back in order. We have 36-5 on the board. Let's read a couple more of these shout-outs while we're sitting here and looking. So I have Gudrun Yeager says, "Go Ruby," and "Rest in peace, Sirius." That is from Big Rig. So that one's from Big Rig.
A lot of Ruby shout-outs, which I love.
Yeah,
Ruby is
yeah.
one of my teammates on the role models.
Yep. And then here, if you want to grab that one really quick.
Sending the happiest of birthday wishes to Hell's Kitten and much love to and for Loose Change. Happy birthday, Hell's Kitten.
That is from Muffin Tumble. So that is what we've got so far for the shout-outs. We got one more down here. Hey, this one is from Ref Boy RD. And Ref Boy RD says, "Hey, Twin, Refy loves you." And there's Twin right in front of me.
Yeah.
How well timed. There we are. That's Twin on the jammer line, as I mentioned, for CBD. Yep.
And we got Beater Juice for the Jawbreakers. Yes.
Yes. Takes a second. I only know 1669 by heart, so
Yeah,
racing
yeah,
around
no,
the,
I saw that number. I was like, okay.
Racing around the outside is Evil Twin and is your lead jammer for CBD.
Oh, and Beetlejuice is also out.
Try to keep this to one scoring pass for Evil Twin.
We got Twin coming up, and the CBD team is doing a really good job of getting Twin some points so she can get some and call it off.
All right. 2 points for CBD there. We've got just under 3 minutes to go until the end of the first half. That's going to be Dr. Cyanide, but for CBD, and the hat's already popped off, so we're going to have to see who it is for Jawbreakers.
Dr. Cyanide is coming around very fast.
Yeah, moving well.
Yeah.
Moving well, she is.
Jawbreakers jammer is still in there.
Yep, I believe at the moment I was going to say we got it stashed because there's the pivot. So the jammer of
Yeah.
record at the moment remaining is number 90, and that is Manny Petty.
Yeah. Jawbreakers
look out,
gave.
big collision at the back of the pack. Several skaters down.
Ooh. Jawbreakers for sure gave Dr. Cyanide a little bit of trouble, but here they are coming back around for another scoring pass with a white wall in the front. It looks very good. There's split pack situation for sure. And Dr. Cyanide outruns the person on the high.
5 seconds left in this jam. Manny Petty is still trying to fight through the pack as best she can, and that'll do it for that jam. About 90 seconds until halftime. Once this jam ends, and then we have our 5-minute halftime, and we'll get right back to it.
About 2 jams, give or take.
Yeah, give or take. This is going to be a power jam for CBD or jammer for the Jawbreakers called down after a penalty.
CBD got 10 points in that last jam.
So this is number 33. That's Sam Antics at the jammer line for CBD.
This is a really good chance to increase their lead.
Yeah, definitely. Jawbreakers defense at the front of the pack is there waiting for Sam. Sam is just going to bully a path right through and get right over the top of those 2 blockers. Blockers getting back up to reestablish. And the CBD power jam is underway.
Oh, very sneaky. Just sneaked right by on the high. We got 30 seconds left in this jam. That is more than enough time for multiple scoring passes.
And several blockers were down at the back of the pack. 1 blocker and then 2 for CBD, but Sam is able to find his way through.
This is a very slow-moving pack. Well, as I say that, they're trying to do some accordion, but a slow-moving pack is very good for the jammer to just be able to come around and not have to catch up. And
Sam
Semantics
calls it.
is going to call it.
Sam calls it with 1 second left on the clock. So, taking a look now, and it would appear that Sam picked up a jammer penalty as well. So
Oh, no.
let's check on that score.
Trade-off.
Ended up being 13 points.
That is number 22 for the Jawbreakers. It's a trap.
And that is going to lead us into the end of the first half, I should say. The quarter clock has expired. Half clock has expired. That's really hard to remember that we're doing half bouts. The half clock has expired, so it's a trap will now lead us into halftime with a power jam for the Jawbreakers. Weaving, bobbing, gets blocked off. Skaters tumbling over each other. Now back up, reestablished, and looking for some help from his blockers to get clear. And, wow, just cleared a blocker out of the way. My goodness.
That was lovely. All right, it's a trap is out with about 35 seconds left on the clock. Like I said before, that is more than enough time to get some scoring in there.
Trap is now going to kind of try to, it just sort of followed in behind the pivot for CBD and gets around.
There's 1 scoring pass.
16 seconds left, and Trap is going to make his way around.
It must be very hard. That 30 seconds of pushing is really difficult, and I can imagine that you are very tired after that.
Yeah, we've got Trap closing in on the pack. Everybody looks like they're ready for a 5-minute breather at this point. Dashing through in just enough time to finish off that second scoring
passes.
pass. Well done, and high fives on the way back to the bench. And we are looking at 9 for the Jawbreakers. 9 did not quite get to that last point. However, that does boost the Jawbreakers score. We have stepped into halftime. Your score right now, 61-14. CBD is in front in their first bout of the day. We'll step aside for a 5-minute halftime break. And we will be back in just a little bit with the second half of this bout. All right, Derby fans, we are just about ready to get back from the halftime break. Thank you for being here with us in the arena. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. Is there anybody here in the arena that has been here all day long? Yeah? All right, let's hear it for the all-day crew. I actually technically wasn't. I had to run and do an errand because today was payday, and I didn't have money yesterday. So this morning I had to go buy something. So
I feel that in my soul.
It goes. You know how it goes, right? No matter what age you are, whether you're 18 or 43 like me, you feel that like, oof, gosh, I really need to go buy something in the morning, but I'm announcing roller derby at 8 a.m. So I took off after the first bout, ran to CVS to get my prescriptions, and then ran back here to finish announcing roller derby with a brand new continuous glucose monitor stamped to my arm.
I will be here all day.
All right, yes.
I woke up at 5.
I will be here all day tomorrow. Freya will be back tomorrow. We have, it is a challenge. We have started the second half with the challenge. So that gives us plenty of time to talk about some of our lovely sponsors, which we'll do here momentarily. We'll get you that's Bikini Kills. I'm going to guess that's Bikini Kills. Must be the bench coach for
I think it's Bikini Thrill, but yes.
Okay, so while they show the disco skate on Twitch, which is wonderful, everybody.
All hail disco skate, everybody.
That's right, that's right. All right, so sponsor reads. Oh, let me grab one of these pages, and I'll leave one of these pages with you. There we go. I'll take this one. Hey, let's start off with the once more for the AZDD merch booth. The merchandise booth is still open. It'll be open all day today and all day tomorrow. The merch booth is where you get your favorite league and team merchandise, as well as merchandise for Roller Rage, obviously. You can get new T-shirt designs for the home teams and for the league. Check out the discounted merch rack, and that is also where you get your souvenir cup, which you can fill with a friendly, imbibable beverage. So that's the merch booth right down here just outside of turn number 3.
And hey, if you're not going to make it tomorrow for whatever reason, or you're going to be late or planning on leaving early, make sure that you watch everything, all the action going on Twitch. We will be live streaming all day, all weekend.
We wanted to mention, too, I had actually thought of this earlier, and there is a traffic alert for those of you who are here live or will be coming on Sunday. As a note, this is just a note. This will not affect most people. Sunday here in Phoenix is the Rock and Roll Marathon. Now, if you don't know what that is, then it probably doesn't affect you. But if you live in the small box that is comprised of this marathon for which they close a bunch of streets, you definitely know what it is. Anyway, so that's just of note, if you live in that area that's going to be closed down for the marathon, like, for example, myself and Freya Hugs, just remember to give yourself extra time to find your way out of your neighborhood that morning. That's all. I'm just mentioning that a couple of times. Like I said, that's not really going to affect the arena at all. The race starts at the Capitol and it ends up in Tempe, but
that challenge, I thought that was for points. That challenge was for a penalty, and the penalty was upheld.
Penalty was upheld, so we are. There we are. That was, I believe, what they were. Yeah, so that was what they were challenging, was the back block on the jammer. So it's going to be a power jam now to start the second half for CBD, and that is number 81. That is Crypto. And Crypto is going to zip right through the pack and get clear. It was able to block Hell's Kitten, the birthday girl.
Yeah. It looks like, so CBD is down a blocker, but Jawbreakers have a full pack.
Good
and
block.
That is not stopping CBD's offense, though, at all. I think this is like the second scoring pass.
CBD making good use of their 2 blockers out there right now. And, look out. Accidental friendly fire, Evil Twin. We got a stoppage in play. Call off from the track. And there we are.
Let's hear it for Crypto and for our medics out here keeping us safe.
Medics called into action for the first time, and we always say at our home bouts, we do love our medics. Crypto back to the bench under his own power, called it off before rolling over and asking for assistance to get up. So the important things first, calling off the jam before surrendering any points, I suppose, right?
Yes.
And then tending to your badly injured arm or something.
Yep.
Did not know what it was, but anyway.
I've
over there
had the
getting
jam
checked out.
called off for me once. It was horrible.
So, and once again, we're happy to be here announcing for you. Don't forget those shout-outs. You can go to the ticketing page at ArizonaDerbyDames.com, make a small donation, and get your shout-out read live on the air as we have done here in this bout. That is a new thing we're trying out today here at Roller Rage. Clofton P. Grudge here with you, along with Knight Mary, who skated earlier for the role models. And then next up is going to be Johnny Pepper and Tears of the Lynx, who also just skated for the role models.
Yeah.
Announcing for you. So
This is my
super,
first
super exciting.
time on a team like this, and it's very cool
Yeah.
because, I mean, I was on a junior team, but I knew all those people. So it's very cool having a team comprised of people I don't know and don't normally skate with.
Right.
Lynx is very cool and a very good skater.
That's kind of the beauty, as we've been talking about throughout the day, and of course you having skated and whatnot and being a skater can speak to this, I'm sure too. But how it's really all three of, like, both WIFTDA and USAR's skaters, along with bank track skaters, all here and all kind of skating together, and a lot of people that don't really. A lot of people get a chance to meet each other and share knowledge and whatnot.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we got Like a Boss out and lead for the Jawbreakers, and I think that's Dr. Cyanide
That
for
is.
CBD.
That is Dr. Cyanide once more. Like a Boss right up into the pack and calls it off. Like a Boss had good success as a jammer so far. The third time.
I just have to, shout out Like a Boss. The name and their number being CEO is awesome. That's another thing I love about tournaments, the names. They're always so cool. We got It's a Trap for the Jawbreakers, who is out and the lead jammer before turn one. That's
We are
awesome.
again, yeah. We've got number 18 for this for the CBD. For CBD, that's Mel Malice. And Mel is out for them. So it's a trap coming in for one scoring attempt. Is going to run into some defense there. Checking over his shoulder, and calls it off just before getting escorted off the track.
Hey, once again, in case you want to show some of your favorite skaters or team your appreciation, if you donate to the Twitch, or where is it?
It's on the ArizonaDerbyDames.com. Same place you buy tickets for the Roller
ArizonaDerbyDames.com.
Rage,
If you donate, we will be able to give those players or team a shout out.
Now on the jammer line, all by her lonesome for CBD is number 7, Hannah Smash Tana.
Is it a power jam? It looks
It
to
is
be. Yes.
indeed a power jam. So Hannah Smash Tana now with the power jam for CBD. Is exactly 12 minutes left in regulation at the moment. And those blockers out
of play in the front,
yeah.
have to stop blocking. The jammer is out.
All right, so Hannah Smash Tana making quickly around the track, really. That's moving fast and not looking like it.
We got a Jawbreakers wall up in the front, doing nice.
I like to say there are skaters who just there's skaters like Slappy Go Lucky and like Hannah Smash Tana right here who look like they're barely moving their body but are going wickedly fast on the track.
Yeah.
Slappy doesn't look like they skate very fast until you
No.
watch them blowing by, And then I love to say that there's skaters like I always mention Strange when I mention this. I say there's skaters that skate angry.
Oh,
you
yeah, for
can
sure.
physically see
Yeah.
skaters that really dig in and get after it. I always think of Bonnie Banshee.
Yeah,
Bon Bon over
the
here,
hate
real-
fuels them.
Right, and it's there. I love that there's the two very different kinds, like you said, the really
Yeah.
smooth, like they're out there ice skating, but they're going super fast.
Right.
And then,
The
The
bully
ones who-
jammer
yeah.
versus the sneaky jammer.
Exactly. We had 10 points there for CBD.
Once again, we got Like a Boss and Dr. Cyanide, a very familiar pairing today.
Yep, indeed. Checking in. I heard skaters check your gear, so everybody apparently took a check. Yep.
We want to remain as safe as possible because we are here for a fun time and a safe time.
And Like a Boss almost got clear, but then just got kind of shoved off the track, just kind of took the shoulder and pushed. So that's Dr. Cyanide out and clear. Like a Boss is going to, look out.
Takes a really hard hit and falls.
And
is able
manages
to
to get by.
recover.
Wow, look at that. Like a Boss turning around to look now. That was number 80 coming off the track for CBD. Like a Boss took that block but bounced up and got clear. So trying to cap this at the one scoring attempt for Dr. Cyanide, who calls it off. So 4 more on the board for CBD. We've got It's a Trap at the jammer line for the Jawbreakers, and that is number 18, Mel Malice for CBD. I always like to say I always get really good at telling on these halftime tournament bouts. I get really good at knowing who's who with about 4 minutes to go in the game. Yep. Anyway.
Ricky, who I assume is Ricky Ricochet.
Yeah,
you're getting a lot of love from the Twitch chat.
Ricky Ricochet.
Ricky Ricochet, yeah.
Yes.
Ricochet?
Ricochet.
It's spelled, is that how you spell Ricochet?
Yeah, Ricochet.
That.
Like, like a gunshot.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Okay, so I've been pronouncing your
It's
name
French.
wrong the whole
It's French.
time.
Yeah. So, Ricochet, Chevrolet, etc.
Rico was my dog's
Rico.
name.
That's
I just
okay.
saw that and I was like, oh.
Do you know what a wise saying is? Is never make fun of somebody that mispronounces something they read because they learned it by reading.
Yep.
So exactly,
That-
nobody would dare.
Yeah, no,
mock
that's
you
my
for saying
that's my whole
Ricochet.
life.
That's what it looks like. I had a guy at ASU one time. I was in the honors college at ASU, and this guy, I said respite, and he made fun of me for saying respite instead of respite. And I was like, wow, you're not nice. Anyway, back to the action we go. And your lead jammer for CBD.
That's Evil Twin.
That is Evil Twin. I was just about to say.
And I think it is. I don't know.
Fighting to get through at the back of the pack is your Jawbreakers jammer.
Oh, that
Twin.
was so smooth by Evil Twin, just taking
Very
the
much
low,
so.
no resistance whatsoever.
Yeah,
that's
jamming for the first time.
best.
That's Rat.
Yeah.
That is the first time Rat
okay,
has jammed
yeah.
for Jawbreakers, which is why I couldn't tell who they were.
Twin's
Twin
going
gets
for that
through.
jammer point.
And Twin gets
Gets
it and
it
calls
and is
it
going
off.
to call it, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't recognize the shorts. That's how I tell jammers apart. So, yeah, first jam for Rat.
Yeah.
We are about halfway through this second half. We are looking at, on the jammer line, that is Dr. Cyanide, once again for CBD.
And 669.
Yep.
Beetlejuice
Beetlejuice.
for the Jawbreakers.
Underway. I heard somebody from the far bench yelling, wall.
All right, Beetlejuice is out and is the lead jammer for the Jawbreakers. Let's give him some noise. Dr. Cyanide is also out, but Beetlejuice is coming up and has a very good opportunity to score some points. That is a solid CBD wall, though.
And Beetlejuice gets bumped off to the inside.
Oh, I think we had a lead change.
Dr. Cyanide calls it off. I do love, one of the things you love about seeing when there's flat track skaters, skating on the bank track, without much experience, is I love that Beetlejuice gets out clear, and we go, Beetlejuice is clear, and they go to wave and go, whoa, and have to bring their arm back down to finish the turn.
That's awesome. I could not do that either.
Yeah, you know what? Neither could I.
I have to be so locked in when I'm jamming and skating the track. I can't I don't hear anything. And I still trip sometimes, so.
Well, it's like I like to say, you put wheels on my shoes, I'd break my legs repeatedly.
Yeah.
I'd find new ways to break. Well, how'd you break that bone? I don't know, man. That's a bone? Yeah. Nobody knew until I broke it. That is Dr. Cyanide again for CBD, up to the front of the pack.
It's a trap. Oh.
Yeah, that's trap getting out.
They were quite out of play. And
Yeah, the pack is still quite far back and is now going to put those blockers back into play.
Yeah.
A whole lot of blocking going down there. We got
It's a
skaters
trap.
tumbling all
It's
over
a trap
the place.
coming up for some points.
And trap gets spun down. We've got a couple of skaters down on the infield and now back up. I just heard the phrase star pass, but I do not see any result thereof yet, so we'll keep an eye on that. And there goes. Trying to get free is the new jammer for CBD.
Star pass. I think that's the first time the star has actually been passed this game.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, academically, taking over as jammer for CBD was number 388, Queen of Hearts.
Another solid name, for sure.
So 3 points for the Jawbreakers on the board.
All right, for the first time on the track for CBD, I think that is... I do not know, but I know it's their first time.
Well, we'll get that CBD jammer. They're hidden at the moment, but number 90 is your jammer for the Jawbreakers. That's Manny Petty. We see Manny Petty plenty of times. And that is, that's because that jersey
Manny Petty is out.
Manny Petty is out. We're still trying to get you that jammer for CBD. That jersey is folded up something fierce.
I know.
It is a first-time jammer is what we know. And that is 626. That is Lilo and Stitches. So there we go.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitches. And Manny Petty is going to call it off furiously at the front of the pack. Yep, as I mentioned before, that is the third different skater here currently called Stitches. Let's get you a readout from the All right, this next shout out is from Amy David. And it says, shout out to Bikini Thrill, who is working her booty off to bring Bank Track back to Chicago.
Oh,
we'll hear about that.
That is a great shout
Your
out.
bench coach, Bikini Thrill, working hard to bring Bank Track back to Chi-Town. I love it. Meanwhile, out and clear. That looks like Kansas City, right?
No, I think that's like a boss.
Like a boss again. Well, okay, it looks
like a boss and Dr.
To be
Cyanide.
fair, it does look like Kansas City. It just
the hair for sure,
right.
But the shorts gave it away.
There you go. Thank you.
All
and
right.
Gonna furiously call it off again, emphatically. CBD is squarely landed at 100. Now puts 2 on the board, and 3 for the Jawbreakers.
We got 669 Beetlejuice for the Jawbreakers, and they're at an angle. I can't. 18.
Yeah,
Mel Malice. Yep.
Mel Malice. There we are. We got one more blocker running back out there for the Jawbreakers.
Oh, that was a great start for CBD. They captured Beetlejuice, all of Beetlejuice's speed. While that happened, Mel Malice is out, and so is Beetlejuice, and we got a little bit of a jammer race.
So Mel's going to get back to the pack first and is going to zip around the outside and call it off.
I'm going to call it, yep. Oh, I assumed it was for one of the shout-outs, but Scar of David said, oh no, my real name. That wasn't supposed to happen. That is so real. We were just having a discussion about Derby players' real names. And
yes, exactly.
Listen, they're not bad real names. It's just icky to hear
that
person be referred to as
Clark Kent
something.
Name.
Yeah.
Right. You don't need people to know your Clark Kent name.
Unfortunately, I don't have a cool nickname. Mary is my
We'll tell you that
name.
in a moment. More on that, which is a great story. That's Evil Twin. Out and clear for CBD. We are watching Twin weave through and then run right into the back of the jammer for Jawbreakers. Manny Petty jamming again. Twin's going to get out. Manny Petty is signaling ahead, looking for specific
Yeah,
blocking.
it was some
and
kind of
gets
hand gesture. I'm not sure
clear,
what
yeah.
it meant, but
I was going to say, it was, well, they know, which is
yeah,
the beautiful
no,
thing about being
that's
on a
what's
team.
important.
Sure. Twin now is going to go to the high side, find an opening, and finish off that scoring pass, and calls it off.
Nice.
Yeah, I promised you a story. So when Mary, who is next to me, as Night Mary, now that she graduated from the minors program and joined the adult league, name used to be Black Eyed Please. However, nobody ever called her that
Nope.
because she had been around since she was like little tiny, and so everybody just knew her as Mary. So
Yeah.
when she graduated to the adult league, she was like, I think I'll adopt a new name, and then just basically just kind of gave in to fate and was like, everybody's going to call me Mary
Okay, but you want to know
anyway.
something funny now? So Alan Ilacha, the coach of the minor assault here at Arizona Derby Dames, started calling me Bep because that was the only abbreviation that made sense.
Yes.
And that was after our older skaters like Lightning McQueen, Mimi Mahler had left. So I told them about it last night at the Jawbreakers team dinner, and so now they're calling me Bep, and I'm
Wonder.
like, that's wild.
Wonderful.
Like a Boss.
Like a Boss is out
yeah.
there and currently
This is
doing
like
very
a Boss
well
is
on
doing
his
all
power
the
jam,
things.
yeah.
I think they're coming around for their second scoring pass. They're hauling ass. Is it? It's not even a power jam.
It is a power jam.
It is?
Yes, it is.
I lied. Don't listen to me. This is
So,
fucking
Like
awesome.
a Boss now is going to truck
This is
around.
awesome. Sorry.
We've got the quarter clock is going to expire. So unless they happen to call it off in the next 4 seconds, because there is a 4-second differential between the two. And now, Like a Boss looking around. Quarter clock has expired. So, excuse me, half clock, regulation clock. I'm just going to keep saying words until I get to the right one.
I'm gonna wait for the rest call on that. But
Yeah.
that was a great jam by the
Great jam
Jawbreakers
to
and
close
Like a
things
Boss.
out.
Let's hear it. Come on.
We're going to check in.
Yes.
We've got head referee Bender B. Rodriguez. That's a 13-point power jam by the Jawbreakers to close out regulation.
That's amazing.
We will check and see if that's a final. We'll see if there were penalties on both sides or one side, or we're looking. And Bender is checking. We're still looking.
I see some writings on the board, so we'll see.
All right, that is it. Final whistle. Your victorious team in bout number 7 of Roller Rage 2025 is Colorado Banked Derby in their first skate of the day, 114 to 42. Fantastic, and a
That
cheer
was a
from the
great
contingent
game.
in the crowd.
Great job, CBD. And let's hear it for the Jawbreakers.
Let's hear it for both sides
Yeah.
as well.
Let's hear it for roller derby. Yes.
All right. Hey, we need everybody to come off the edge of the track. Everybody off the edge of the track, please. Everybody off the edge of the track. Everybody on the track, please, off the edge of the track. Everybody. Everybody down off the track, please. Everybody off the track.